Friday, 10th of May, last day of the week, right? So we're trying to make our videos shorter. We do a lot of analysis in the previous videos, and they were very long. Just wanted to watch. They were very in depth, right? Explaining all the reasons why. We're trying to make it short so that people won't get bored with too much information or get loaded with too much information. So I'm going to be starting. I'm going to be doing the analysis for the week, and every day we'll just look at what we're expecting for that day. Because analysis for the week usually takes days to form or to occur. So we're just going to be doing daily stuff. So I'll be starting from. I'll just explain from the daily to 1 hour. Just to show what we're expecting for that day. So that being said, starting from the daily, uh, I'm just going to run through what these points mean, right? Just going to run through what they mean. This point here is weekly. This red line is a weekly downtrend. It's a weekly trend line. This is the weekly 61.8 fib. Yeah. So while this is the daily downtrend line, which means we're still in a downtrend on the daily, we're in a downtrend on the weekly, and this is also the pullback trend line. Though it's kind of losing shape because we're expecting price to do a pullback to somewhere here. But news came yesterday, which is jobless claims, and made it was bad for the dollar, so price stopped the pullback and continued going bullish. But that being said, we are on a weekly pullback. Yeah, we're on a weekly correction. That's why you're seeing a price at this point. So expecting price to get to this is 61.8 on the weekly, and this move you're seeing here, this bullish move, this bullish move you're seeing here is a weekly pullback. We're expecting it to get to this point. So this is what we mean by that. This guy was fibbed. This swing was fibbed. It's a downtrend. So we're expecting this move to continue from here. Then going to the daily, we have also this swing which has been fibbed. That is this black line that's been fibbed, but I think we're going to get a deep retracement because remember on the weekly, this is where we are heading. And this spot, this red line, and between this red line and this black line is the 61.8 level. This is 1.8 for the daily, 61.8 for the weekly, but this is also 78.6 for the daily too. So you have 61.8 for the daily to 78. So we're expecting price to still get to this point. So on the daily we have a downtrend, weekly we have a downtrend, weekly we have this 61.8 fib level, daily we have this fib level which has been broken, but we're expecting the weekly retracement to get to this point, which is a deeper retracement on the daily time frame, right? So that being said, so since this pullback is bullish, we also have its own. Also going to fib it. We had fibbed it already, right? So the last one we fibbed was the last bullish swing, which was this one. So we fibbed it, and price has gotten to equilibrium. So far, it's rejected, right? So we're expecting it to do what? To go bullish break this trend line, if we break this trend line, like we said yesterday, if we break this trend line, it's going to come back down. And this is a long term stuff again. Now I said I won't do long term, but I'm going to break this trend line, retest it, right, and then head for this point. But that might still take days for that to happen. But currently, what we're expecting today, let's go back to the daily. So I'm doing this based on this candlestick that just formed, right? This is a strong bullish move that closed above the daily 61.8 fib zone, right? It closed above it. Let me just write this here. Right. So because this is a strong bullish move, we only expect it to do what? To get to this point. It's about 32 pips, right? But before it does that, it needs to do what? Before it does that, we have points of interest. For our points of interest, your price, we expect price to always always react. We expect price to always react. Now that being said, there are other things we need to take note of today. We're basing our move, our today's move on. Right, the things we're basing our today's move on. Number one, today's move is based on, like I told you on the daily, we're expecting what price to get here, but before it gets here, it has to do what? A pullback. Probably to do this on the London session and during New York to do what? To make its move back up and close bullish for the day, right? Because this price has rejected here, it broke this, and there's supposed to be one up here. It bounced off this one, so the only thing for it to continue structure, right? It's supposed to come back to this guy, to this trend zone. Now you can also see, where did this daily swing? What was this daily swing rejected? This daily swing was rejected at equilibrium price. You can see the swing here. This is a swing. It was rejected at what? Equilibrium price. It touched it. The next candlestick just closed back inside it, and this is what? Equilibrium, right? So we're looking at a 50-50-50% retracement each time. So now this this 4 hour point of interest also coincides with this swings, this last swings, this small swing. It also coincides with the equilibrium price, which only makes sense for us, right? It only makes sense for us. So we're expecting this move here because this is a 4 hour point of interest, which price must always come back and react to. Price will not just keep going, it won't just keep going up. It must always do a what? Always make from structures on its way heading to any point. It won't just go up. See this one, oh, we thought it was going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Start doing a deep retracement here. But what? When it got here, peak liquidity is still had to come back down at least to 50% to equilibrium price. Peak liquidity again as to keep going up. So this one is coming down to this point, equilibrium price, to at least equilibrium price, peak liquidity, for it to continue its move to the upside. So today, this is what we're expecting. We don't know whether it's going to play out fully today because the only news there is I think Fed news and pound news for the pound. So these are the only things that at that, but this is what we're expecting. So breaking it down further, right? At this point, we're expecting gonna take sales, but even if it's a short term sale, right? And when it gets here, you're taking buys to ride into this point. So in order to go with the larger trend currently, you're taking any sell here is a short term sale. It's not like we know we're in a downtrend, but there's another thing we also need to take note of is this daily trend line, right? So if you're taking buys from this point, this should be your first TP, this should be your second TP, and you throw your stuff right. So that's for today, Friday.